Arguing with Idiots comes out today. The best book that we have ever done. And this is for your idiot friend when he comes over and he says something like this.
I guess you were one of those crazies that were opposing the president's speech to school children, weren't you? Then it turned out to be nothing but stay in school, you paranoid freak.
Yeah, really? First of all, I came out on the air and said, I've read the president's speech. I don't think it was that bad. But I was paranoid. Really?
Really?
Because the reason that conservatives were worked up over the speech, wasn't about staying in school, but rather than the initial plan by the education department to have students draft letters discussing, quote, what they can do to help the president, end quote.
Big deal.
Right.
Quick letter about helping the country. Oh, no. Communism is on the rise. Run for your life.
Not helping the country, helping the president. And not a quick letter, but a letter that, quote, would, quote, be collected and redistributed in an appropriate later date by the teacher to make the students accountable to their goals, end quote.
So what? You know what teaches? Penmanship. And anyway, they canceled that lesson plan.
Right. They said it wasn't artfully worded. But they only did that after us paranoid conservatives said something about it. Only after that, the speech and lesson combo became so innocuous.
Whoa, big word there. Luckily you stayed in school. At least through, fourth grade? I noticed you shut up after that. Where are those big plans of the administration assaulting schools with all of their crazy liberal rhetoric now? You know where? Nowhere! Because it doesn't exist!
Really? That's interesting. Because the EPA just announced plans... Listen to this, gang. The EPA just announced plans to stop by and teach your kids their cute little message about energy efficiency and climate change. But don't worry, they're only planning to go to 6,000 schools to promote their Go Green Nights and, quote, help families learn about energy efficient changes that they can make in their own homes and schools to save energy and help fight climate change.
Seriously?
Yes.
6,000 schools?
Yes. All the while, the Energy Secretary, Stephen Chu, says, quote, the American public, just like your teenage kids, aren't acting in a way that they should act by not saving enough energy. And, oh, by the way, at the same time, the Energy Department was failing on their own internal audits on energy use. They're overusing air conditioning and heating to the tune of $11 million per year.
It doesn't matter. The government wouldn't have to go to teach kids about climate change if we just spend some money trying to educate them in the first place.
Oh, my goodness. You should look at page 72 of Arguing with Idiots. I mean, if you did, you'd know the story of New York and Utah.
I already know that story.
You do?
One is a glorious blue state that takes education seriously, and the other is an evil right-wing red state where the kids are homeschooled, can barely count to 5 by the time they're 30. Am I right?
No, sorry.
I know that story.
No, this is the story. New York spends the most money per student, and Utah spends the least per student in America. Yet the math and reading scores are basically identical, despite an almost $10,000 per student difference.
Ah! I heard what you just said.
Did you?
Quote, almost $10,000. That means it was less. Conservative lies. I can't wait to hear the next one. Like when you say your weight is almost 10,000 pounds, when we all know it's much more listening. Much